Bonsoir, y'all. My name is Brita, and tonight on Witches Unite, I am doing a night bus live stream. I normally do this Thursday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time, but I will be driving on Thursday. Well, I will probably be in the passenger seat. Dan will be driving on Thursday from Georgia to Ohio to visit our in-laws and our friends for a while. So I did a little poll on Twitter, and y'all tied for voting for tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time and Friday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm tentatively going to do Friday, but we're also trying to schedule family photos, and we don't know when the photographer is going to be available, so I might not be able to do Friday. Anyway, Joseph, I cannot believe you're still awake. It is so late in the United Kingdom. But thank you for stopping by and saying hey. Hi, Harry Potter. How are you? Okay, you love the Bidoof event? Dan loves Bidoof. I mean, which I get. Bidoof is pretty adorable. Y'all, let me finish knocking out Lockhart real quick. And then I can start beaconing. So, also, a reminder that I am still doing my fundraiser this month for my birthday. Oof, I really actually need to look at my screen the entire time and not look up. So this is to support the Ali Forney Center. That is a nonprofit agency that's based out of New York, which helps LGBTQ youth who are facing homelessness. So my goal is, I think I set the goal at $1,500, and we are not quite halfway there yet. We're at $610. So if you would like to contribute to that, that would be awesome. Once we reach $750, that will unlock a Witches Unite merch discount code, and it'll be a pretty good code. It'll be at least 20% off, and I think my margins, I do my profit margins pretty low because I want my merch to be affordable. So I'll set the code to basically give as high of a discount as is possible in the back end of Teespring. Yes, Harry, I did say my highs, but I'll say hi to you again. I don't know why the notification came late. That is weird. So, hello, Joseph, and hello, Harry Potter. Thank you both for being here today. Joseph, I am not surprised that you're on the bonus tasks already. I do actually, and I mentioned this kind of in my video, that I do really like the creativity of this adversaries event, but I also think the tasks are easier than what we have seen in probably like the last few months of adversaries events. Only having to defeat 6 of Lockhart total for the regular events. Everything else is on the map, and those boosted foundables have been pretty good. I've already found all of my hags, all of my vampires, and all of my Salazar Slytherin portraits. I just need a few more foundables guarded by troll confoundables. So, I keep looking up to, glancing up to look at chat. Also, I should be using a potion. I'm struggling with my spell energy. So let's pop on an easy one. And I have so many healing potions that I'm just being cautious. Might as well. I do love the animation for Lockhart. I mean, he's just so over the top and ridiculous. And of course I'm dodging because he's not actually good at this. Okay, once I defeat him, I'll check chat again. Because each time I look up to check chat, I miss out on hitting him. Bam. Okay, let's see. Harry has been grinding to 39 in Pokemon Go. That's exciting. Congratulations. I think I'm stuck at 38 because I haven't played in a long time. So from my analytics in the back end, it says that 7 people are watching. So not everybody likes to show up in chat, which is totally fine. Um, Harry, grinding to 40 is great. Good luck. I'm sure that you will get there. I don't know how soon because I don't know how long that takes. So even though I'm level 60 in Wizards Unite, I'm still going to put on a Brain Elixir because I have not completed the achievement of using so many Brain Elixirs. So I'm going to do that, and then hopefully I have some Spell RNG gifts because I have really been struggling with spell energy. I use up so much spell energy during the Brilliant event, and of course the Wizards Unite live stream on Thursday last week. So I've just been going through a lot of spell energy. And hopefully you guys are cool with maybe sticking with the forest chambers today, just so that I don't have to use up all of my spell energy. Ooh, sponsored spell energy. I didn't know that there were sponsored spell energies in the UK. That is good to know. Thank you for that, Debbie. Debbie's probably asleep because she's also in the UK. Harry, that's okay. Don't worry about it. I know that this is very much outside of my usual time, and I completely forgot to post on Twitter, which is on me. Let me grab my other phone real quick and do that. But the people who voted in my poll on Twitter gave tonight as the preferred time. So, nope. There we go. Come on. Select all. So how's everybody doing tonight? Harry, I know that you are, you want me to pew the adversaries? Okay. Let me send out a tweet. And then I can do that. Monday night live stream. Hashtag Wizards Unite. There we go. And then copy and paste. There we go. Okay. So I'm not going to lie, you guys. I'm going to back out of... I'm only going to do the guards if they aren't Lockhart, because Lockhart's all I need for the task. And then, yeah. After I pew the adversaries... Dan says pew with all kinds of random things, so... Then I'll start beaconing on the night bus. Although, I don't know, it might just be Joseph and me fighting. So we might have to go... I have tons of healing potions, so, I mean, I could still do forest, even if we don't have a badge zoologist. So, Harry, how far have you gotten in the adversaries event? I mean, I know that you said that you're grinding to 40 in Pokemon Go, but I know you're still dueling it out with both of them. Y'all, I currently have Deja Vu stuck in my head by Olivia Rodrigo. I'm obsessed with her album Sour. I know I've talked about this before, but I bought it from Amazon recently so that I could start listening to it for real and not just listen to a playlist on YouTube all the time. And I listen to it probably at least twice a day, if not 4 times a day. It's only a 30-minute CD, so it's not super long, but I love it so much. Yeah, Joseph, I would be totally fine doing forest too. I have a couple more fragments I need to prestige my Fallen Ministry Atrium page. And then I have a couple more that I need to prestige, I think it's the Great Hall at Hogwarts. So, I'm definitely about saving spell energy and just, like, grinding for, well, not full-on grinding, but the balance between grinding for fragments and the fun of playing with other people. Plus, I mean, I do need the challenge XP for the task. So Dan and I discovered something today in relation to Niantic Games. I went over to Sawney Mountain, which is the nature preserve that's near us. And my intent wasn't to play Wizards Unite. I was just going to fill up on spell energy while I was there. I was actually dropping off books to donate at the free library that's there. It's like one of those cute little box, like wooden structures. Well, a while ago, Dan had submitted that to be a point of interest in Pokemon Go because I think we're both level 38 in Pokemon Go. And so, and you know, we hadn't seen it and we haven't played in a while. Either game over there just because it's, you know, it's it's Georgia and it's hot. But I was there today and I opened up Wizards Unite and the little free library is now a greenhouse in Wizards Unite. So in addition to the fact that I don't know how long it took for Pokemon Go to add it to the game, I think Dan submitted it in December and it's been probably at least 2 months since we've been there. So it could have been added, you know, like 2 months ago and we just didn't notice. But so Pokemon Go is still adding new stuff to the game. But Wizards Unite, I guess, is syncing at least some of these new additions, which is awesome. Because I know that that's been an issue for a while, that not all of the points of interest have been synced between the different Niantic games. So we were pretty excited to find that out. Plus, I mean, the nature preserve, that's our dense area for getting to play without having to drive 20 minutes. You still have to drive 10 minutes to get there, but it's not 20 minutes. And it's now 2 fortresses, 2 greenhouses, and 2 inns. So it's not exactly a lot. So getting that second greenhouse is very exciting. Especially when you're constantly low on spell energy. I'm actually, like, I'm usually not this low on spell energy. It's just that the events continue to be nonstop and I just don't have time to drive somewhere to fill up on spell energy, which makes it hard. And I've been having connectivity issues walking around our neighborhood, which is another way that I usually fill up on spell energy. And of course, when your phone's not connecting properly to the game, you can't collect spell energy on the map. Wow, Lockhart is super boosted, you guys. Like, this was what, 3, 4 Lockharts all right here? Oh my goodness. Harry Potter is halfway through the tasks. That is excellent. Good work. After this, I'm doing a lot better than I thought I'd be doing. I do have to go out tomorrow. I have physical therapy. I think I had told you guys that my elbow's been hurting for no reason at all. So I'm in physical therapy once a week for that. And it's not near any points of interest in the game, but I can stop by points of interest to replenish spell energy. So I might do that tomorrow after physical therapy. I have like another video to do. Actually, there's 2 videos that I want to film this week. We'll see if I have time for them. And then there's an article on Wizards Unite Hub that I need to edit. I need to write at least 1 article for Wizards Unite Hub, maybe 2. And then I need to do long-term planning for a collaborative video that I'm really excited about, but it's a database video, and so I just have to pour over information and put it into a spreadsheet. I just haven't had time to do that. Harry Potter says, Wayfarer is how Niantic Games get points of interest. Not all points of interest sync to all games. It has to do with cells, but all points of interest sync to Ingress. Interesting. Like, I have heard of the Wayfarer system. I haven't been able to use it myself because I haven't been level 38 very long. And I remember Trainer Tips. He did a really great video on how the cells work for populating different points of interest in Pokemon Go. But I don't know if anyone has figured out a pattern for how they work in Wizards Unite, since they're not exactly the same. I love the flourishes. You know, it's like, la 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 la. I enjoy those. Well, I just got a lot farther than I thought I was going to get. Let me check this real quick to see if it's a troll. It's not a troll. Okay. All right, guys. So I am going to start beaconing. And here's, you guys, I know Joseph is somehow still awake, which is amazing because it's so late where he is. Joseph, I hope you don't have to wake up early in the morning. So I am beaconing in Ruins 3. And I know that some of you are watching and you're not in chat, and it's fine. You don't have to talk. I know some people are listening in the car or listening while they do chores or cook or whatever. Totally cool. But if you're wanting to get on the night bus with me right now, let me know so that I know how long I need to keep up the beacon. Thanks for stopping by, Harry. Have a great evening. Yes, I'll definitely be back next week. I'll be in Ohio, but I'll be live streaming Thursday of next week. And I may or may not live stream Friday of this week. It just depends on when we take family photos. So, Joseph, I watched someone in Georgia at 7 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday night. Wow. That's impressive. Well, Syrups found the bus. That was amazing. That was, you guys, look at the time on my phone, okay? That was less than 2 minutes, and he found the bus, which is just ridiculous. So, all right, I'm going to go back and forth between... Actually, I'm gonna try and stay in Ruins 3. That's the plan. We'll see how this works out. And yeah, the good thing is, if you're maxed out in your profession and you know what you're doing, you can still do forest pretty easily without a Magizoologist. So if we don't have a Magizoologist, I think it's going to be fine. Although Syrups is a professor, so I could actually change profession with my iPhone. My iPhone right here. But let's see if anyone shows up first before I make that decision. Because it doesn't always work when I switch with my second device. So, looking about. Glancing on Twitter. Yeah. Y'all, if you're on Twitter, you should follow me on Twitter because I share a lot of random stuff. Usually Harry Potter related. I try and keep the HP Witches Unite Twitter fairly focused on Harry Potter and other nerd culture. So King Monroe found me. I'm pretty sure he is one of my people. He's one of the newer people. So don't be offended that I'm only pretty sure that you're one of us. All right, still Ruins 3. Ugh. So you guys, I don't know about y'all, but I've been really productive today, which almost never happens. So, I've done almost everything on my to-do list. And I probably still have time to finish my to-do list. Melissa found me. I think Melissa is the real name of Miss Bratface. Cool, which means we have a magic zoologist. Yes! I can play as a professor. So yeah, today's to-do list. I'm going to hold this up. No, that's the wrong thing. Okay, so this is my planner that I use. And I still need to edit an article, and I need to finish a blog post on my own blog. And then the thing I forgot to put in my to-do list was film another video. But we'll see if I have enough energy after that. The plan is to play for 2 hours like normal. We're going to see how I feel at 9 p.m. Also, since I know Joseph is in the UK time zone, so it's up late. He is up late. I don't know what everyone else's time zone is. Hi, Melissa. Glad that you're here tonight. But yeah, we'll see what my energy is like because I'm usually in bed around 9:30. And then I read for like an hour or so before I fall asleep. Although last night, Dan and I, our neighbors had us over for dinner, which was really fun because they had us over and they had another couple over and their kids. So it was, and the other couple, they have a mother living with them. So it was like 7 adults and 4 kids running around. It was really fun. I had 3 glasses of wine, which that's usually how much alcohol I drink in an entire week, not in a single night. So when we got home, which was like 10:30, I had to start chugging water so that I could go to sleep. It's very important to stay hydrated when you consume alcoholic beverages. I still have a song by Olivia Rodrigo stuck in my head. Right now, the song is Good For You, which is just like this. It's funny because the tone is very sarcastic and bitter, but the song itself is really like peppy and upbeat. I don't know. I love it. It's so good. The video is a little intense, but I really love the song. Anyway, for the most part, I'm going to try and stick with Rowan's 3 for beaconing unless someone else is in there. That is my plan for this. It doesn't seem to be as many people on the night bus right now in the ruin chambers, and it could be since we're outside of the Brilliant event. I know that I definitely do a lot of wizarding challenges in the ruin chambers for Brilliant events to get the Brilliant fragments without having to use a lot of spell energy. So for my, hi Dawn, welcome. For my American witches and wizards, do y'all have any plans for the July 4th weekend? So like I said, Thursday, the reason I'm doing this tonight is because Thursday, Dan and I will be driving to Ohio, and we're going on Thursday to try and avoid the Friday traffic. I think Dan he's taking a couple days off for this trip, and then he has, I think he has Monday of next week already off for the holiday. And then he gets every other Friday off. So he has next Friday off. And then he might work from home for a couple of days. We're still figuring that out. But I don't know if we're actually doing anything specifically for July 4th. The reason we tend to visit his family around July 4th is because Dan gets extra time off work for the holiday, and because my nephew's birthday is early in July. I think my father-in-law's birthday is also in July. Maybe not. I'm like pulling up the family calendar on the side here. There's a lot of people in their family. It's hard to keep them all straight. So I'll have to go look at the family calendar that's in the kitchen for when my father-in-law's birthday. But yeah, so early July is just a convenient time to travel. Also, I should tell you guys that to the side, I am constantly refreshing. Oh, and I didn't do it on time. Dang it. Okay, y'all. So I'm playing this game called Conquer Club. And I did not take my turn fast enough. And I have been refreshing it constantly. So this is the first time that we are trying the freestyle version, which everyone gets to play at once. But then there's a huge advantage for whoever plays first. And I've been like Dan and I have been trying to get his one friend to take his turn all day, and then we've been trying to take our turns immediately. In fact, I need to tell Dan that he needs to check it. And his other friends beat us to it and like super took us out, and now we don't have many troops left. Which, if any of you like the board game Risk, it's essentially Risk, but it's online. And there's all different kinds of maps. So, how am I going to tell him this? Yay, Joseph! I'm so glad that you found it. All right, let me pull up Facebook because I don't want to text Dan from my phone, and hopefully he'll get a message on Facebook. Okay. Oops, not that one. There we go. All right, guys, so let me know in chat if you are still looking for the bus so that someone can keep beaconing. Otherwise, we can start playing. So again, put in chat if you're still looking for the bus. Also, if you don't know what the beacon strategy is, that's okay. Let us know, and I'll explain it. So, I need to close out some of these other windows. They're distracting me. Not windows, tabs. My tabs are distracting me. Of course, I say that, and then I'm going to open Facebook back up in case Dan responds. All right, guys, I'm going to go into, well, I'm going to stay in Ruins 3, but if y'all give me, like, a minute, I'm going to run upstairs and tell my husband to take his turn in this game that we're playing. I'll be right back. Okay, so Dan was playing some sort of video game in his office and did not have his phone up. So I managed to tell him that our game is going on and he needs to play. All right, guys. So again, I'm gonna go over this one more time. If you are looking for the night bus, you need to say something in chat so I can stay on beacon. But otherwise, we're going to start playing. So just let me know. Hey, aloha, Seattle. Yeah, I completely understand being low on spell energy. I'm mostly going to be doing challenges in the forest chambers because I am also low on spell energy. But it seems like nobody is speaking up. So I'm going to give this like 30 more seconds. And then I'm going to go into forest. So yeah, Dawn, again, completely understand. I mean, I was low on spell energy finishing the Brilliant event this morning and then starting the Adversaries event. It's been rough. The nice thing about going to Ohio is that my in-laws are fairly close to a university campus, and that's really great for replenishing. Babe, is it, did you finish your turn?
Yeah, so if you take yours, then I can go.
Okay. Alright guys, I'm starting Forest 2. Also, the babe comment was obviously to my husband off camera over there. I mean, y'all are wonderful, don't get me wrong, but I'm not gonna call any of you babe. Also, again, we are in... oh, cool. We have a full thing for Forest 2. Sorry, y'all. I'm also playing my other game here. I'm into like multi-purpose gaming right now. It's like so nerdy. Whew. Okay, got him. Let's see. A little shieldy shield. Go work on the pixie. And then, yeah, I think that's all. Oh, I missed the pixie. That's okay. Yeah, I think that's all I can do on that turn. Oh, that turn, I'm talking about my board game. So if any of you guys like board games, I don't know, I think this would be really fun to maybe get a group together to live stream, because it's, I mean, it's like Risk, but not. Dawn, your family in Ohio live in a dead zone, no points of interest. Yeah, I mean, it's so different from place to place. Like where my in-laws live, they live in Bluffton. So it's not exactly a big town or anything, but there's a school there. And schools, well, like universities, not K through 12, are great for points of interest in games. So that's really convenient. Now, their actual house is nothing. It's maybe one foundable per hour. Like, if I walk through their neighborhood to get stuff, I will not get very much. Oh, beat me to the shield. Let me just start hexing stuff. Hexity hex. Oh, yeah, outside Cleveland. Like, you would definitely think that there would be stuff there, because Cleveland is a really big city. I mean, so many of the things about the map just don't make sense. And part of it is that the map activity is really outdated. Now, points of interest with the Wayfarer system, we were discussing this earlier, and Harry Potter was giving some good insights. So points of interest get updated, but map activity, it doesn't seem like is getting updated at all, which is just really frustrating. Especially, like, we live in a rural area, but it's seen a lot of development over, I mean, just since moving here in the last 4 years. mean, we have new parks and stuff that Niantic has no idea that these parks exist. So it's just kind of frustrating. Well, I mean, I can understand like neighborhoods not having a lot of points of interest, but you'd hope to still have activity, you know, from the map. Also, guys, I'm cool with just sticking with Forest 2, unless anybody wants to do something different in Forest. So let me know. I just want to save on spell energy. I like doing Forest challenges with other people. Like they're fun. I solo ruins and towers, but I usually don't solo Forest unless I have to do Forest 4 for an event and like I can't find anybody, then I'll solo Forest 4. But Forest is still fun with a group, in my opinion, but it's also not as detrimental on spell energy. So, if you have any requests, like if you are hunting specific challenge fragments, let us know. Which, by the way, is one of the videos that I really want to do. And I kind of wanted to do it this week. And I just don't know if I'm going to have enough time since I have to do laundry and I have to pack. And we're leaving on Thursday. Oh, come on. Where's the good stuff? This is, like, not helpful. Okay. Well, I'll go do a couple hits on Acromantula. So I don't know how many of you guys saw my 2-year anniversary video, but it's really funny is me at the beginning not knowing how to pronounce Acromantula. At least I think it's funny. I mean, it's a made-up word, you know? It's hard to know. It's like, how do you pronounce that word? It's not real. Here we go. There's some stuff. Yeah, werewolf. Melissa, so any troll confoundables will count, regardless of if it's boosted or not. And that was actually why we were a little confused with the information that we received, because the document that we received had all of the foundables guarded by confoundables, troll confoundables listed, and we thought that meant all of them were boosted, but it meant that all of them would count for the task. Dawn, thank you for hanging out with us. I hope you have a great evening. You got a megaphone, but it didn't count. That is weird. Let me pull up my documents. Off here on the side. Where's my file on the adversaries event? Is it June adversaries event? I have like short file names for everything. Oops. Okay, let me see what this says. Troll confoundables. Okay, so I guess maybe they're not all, I mean, a lot of them count, but I guess it's not quite all of them. Which doesn't make any sense, to be honest. But I don't design the game. I just report on it. Because the ones that are listed here as counting, and this also explains why we thought all of them were boosted, is because it's not quite all of them. So the ones that'll count will be Portrait of Helga Hufflepuff, the Dueling Dummy, the Prophecy Orb, the Veil, the Mirror of Erisa, the Omnoculars, the Dragon Egg, the Mountain Troll, which the Mountain Troll is not actually a confoundable. The Mountain Troll is a foundable. And then Flesh-Eating Slugs. But yeah, the megaphone is not listed. So yeah, it's really confusing. I don't know why they can't be more consistent. Like, I really appreciate the creativity with the design, but they should be consistent in like how the tasks work. And they're not. So I don't know what's going on. That's the one that I still need. I still need to get more foundables guarded by troll confoundables. And of course, I'm getting like all the gnomes right now since I'm not working on the bonus assignment. And I'm sure once I start on the bonus assignment, they're going to be all trolls. Because that's the way it is. Like, I had so many of the self-playing harps on Saturday when I hadn't reached the bonus assignment yet. And then I was struggling to get my last one. I spent a couple hours on Sunday and then like another half hour this morning using tonic for trace detection to get enough of those self-playing harps. You know, as you do. We can take one more in Forest 2. If anybody else wants to join us. I mean, if you're just hanging out to watch, that's totally fine. But I just want you guys to know that we have space in Forest 2 for one more person. Cool. I don't know who Hulk Merrill is, but they are welcome to play with us. I am always happy to play with people who are not part of the live stream. I know that when you're just randomly on the night bus, sometimes it can be hard to find a full group. And so I like being able to provide a group to people who are on the night bus. There we go. Joseph, you wasted an EDM for a task. Yeah, I hate the task that requires us to use 2 EDMs. Like, especially because you only get the one free EDM in the store pack, and you no longer get an EDM as a reward for doing another task. And I understand that you can get them as random drops for defeating adversaries, and I have done that before, but if you're already disadvantaged because you're not seeing a lot of adversaries on the map, just like based on where you live, then you're not going to have a stockpile of edible dark marks to use, you know, for an event task like this. But, oh my gosh, you used 3 tonics and only got 1 harp. That's so frustrating. Yeah, I did not think that the harps were sufficiently boosted. Like, the RNG was just so skewed. Because for the regular task where I think you needed 3, I found them really fast. But then for the bonus assignment, it took me so long to get the 7. Like, that was the very last thing that I finished. And, you know, it's hard when it's so dependent on RNG like that. Also, I don't know if y'all noticed, but I'm wearing my unicorn t-shirt. So if you like my unicorn logo, I have a bunch of merch available. Of course, if we get to $750 in my fundraiser for the California Center, then I'll have a discount code for the merch. So you might want to wait for that. In fact, let me grab that link. Like, I have these links in the description, but I realize if you're hanging out in chat, probably not reading the description. And someone suggested I set up bots, and I know I need to do that. You guys, my to-do list is 1 million items long. That's all done. So the link I just put in chat is for the fundraiser. And if you feel like being extra generous by yourself, anyone who donates $100 gets a handwritten letter from me. And I have a lot of stationery. And I may or may not put confetti in your letter if you want it. I won't do glitter, though. For some reason, other people don't like having glitter all over everything, which I don't understand because I love glitter. But it's also not great for the environment unless you specifically get environmentally friendly glitter. Which the remaining glitter that I own is not environmentally friendly, but I bought it years ago before I knew about the environmental impact of glitter. Oh, let me pop another brain elixir real quick. Like I said at the very beginning, I'm working on the task of using brain elixirs because I'm already at level 60. So it's not so much that I need more XP, but I want to get the accomplishment. And I have so many brain elixirs. Like, for those of you who are also level 60, it doesn't make any sense that one of the things you get for reaching level 60 is another brain elixir. Why? So, anyway, I don't get it. Yeah, Melissa, glitter is bad for the environment. It's a microplastic. It makes me really sad. I also found out that the little beads in hand sanitizer are microplastics, which also makes me sad. So I no longer, again, I'm using up the stuff that I already own, but I'm not buying more hand sanitizer that has those little plastic beads in them. I mean, I'm willing to go without a magizoologist. It's forest too. And I have like 80 healing potions. Joshua, I'm not entirely sure if you're in the right place for that question. We mostly talk about Harry Potter here. And that's an interesting question. But that's not really what we talk about here. Although, I mean, if anyone wants to talk about interesting parenting dynamics in the Harry Potter series, poor Draco, didn't really have a chance. I went to a really interesting, super nerdy, of course, but I was at a wizarding conjuration. It's in Atlanta. I'm going this year too. And one of the hosts presented the argument that Draco should have been in Ravenclaw and Ron should have been in Hufflepuff, and that they were basically in their respective houses. You can either say for plot convenience, because of course J.K. Rowling deliberately put those in the houses as part of the overall plot. But the other could say because of family ties is the other explanation. But I thought that was really interesting because it's not something that I had considered before. And it makes you wonder if Draco, wouldn't have become a teenage Death Eater if he hadn't been surrounded by Slytherin at school, in addition to, his parents being a bad influence at home. But yeah, in October, I'm going to LeakyCon in Denver. Dan and I are both going to LeakyCon in Denver. That is Halloween weekend, which will make cosplay even more fun. And then in November is Conjuration. Oh, excuse me. And so Conjuration, the way they market it, they're like, it's more than a Harry Potter convention. So Harry Potter is obviously a very strong aspect of the convention, but the overall theme is like anything related to magic, to fantasy. So they have really great panels on other books. They have a lot of authors who come, which is pretty great. I actually thought they had too much programming when we went in 2019 because they had a lot of indie authors, which I love. Like, I support indie authors. But, you know, the indie authors would have their presentations at the same time as this other really cool panel. And, you know, Dan and I happened to be in a room, like kind of like an open room where part of it was for an author conversation. And no one showed up for the author. And it made me really, like, I felt really bad for the author because no one was there. But, you know, when you have 3 or 4 or 5 panels all going on at the same time, unfortunately, some things like people aren't going to end up seeing. I'm actually going to apply to present if it's not too late. I haven't done that yet. Oh my goodness. Someone just made a donation. Where? Hold on, let me hit refresh. Because the total is showing up as updated, but not the donors. Calla, thank you so much. Calla donated enough to, she donated $140, which is enough to reach the 750 goal for a Witches Unite merch code. So when the live stream is over, I will go to my Teespring shop and I will immediately set up a code. I will put it in the discussion panel here on YouTube. So if you're not on social media, if you're here on YouTube, you'll still be able to find it. And I will also share the code on Twitter and Facebook. So thank you so much, Calla. That is so generous. The young people who are facing discrimination and dealing with homelessness and facing, you know, kind of a youth health crisis, very much appreciate it. The Alley Fornage Center does so much work. I strongly encourage all of you to check them out online. In fact, let me grab that separate link for you guys real quick. Like, they have so many programs that I think I ended up speaking for about 20 minutes last week during the live stream when I was just talking about everything that they do. Because it's a lot. So, the next big milestone is $1,000. At which point, that will unlock a giveaway for a custom Starscape pendant by Wizard Way Chris. I have already sent Chris the money for it, so that is prepaid, and I will just connect the winner of the giveaway with Chris. So that will be pretty fun. At $1,000. I believe in the community. And even though I set this up as a Pride fundraiser, and of course June is Pride Month, it will continue like for another month or so because, you know, homelessness is a year-round problem. It's not like people dealing with homelessness suddenly, you know, only have that challenge 1 month out of the year. Oof. Okay, my phone's not too hot right now. It was getting a little slow and I was worried. Okay, I'm glad that I checked because I couldn't remember if proficiency was out or not. I didn't think it was, but I'm glad I didn't start hexing stuff. It is not easy trying to keep up with chat and talk and keep up with my screen all at the same time. All right. I'm going to go back on the Urkling. But I was able to put out proficiency, so I'm glad that I backed out of the Urkling in order to put a proficiency. Oof, after this, I might have to get ice for my arm. I went ahead and did 3 of my physical therapy at home exercises, but it was definitely like burning my arm, so I decided to split up and do the other 3 after the stream. Man, I think a little bit of icing in between might be what I need. And I'll grab my big pillow to elevate it. Dan thinks I look like really fancy when I have my big pillow out for elevating my arm. All right, y'all, I didn't get any responses the first time, but I'm going to ask again. Because I'm sure, like, whoever's in chat's mixed up a little bit. But if you're an American, are you doing anything to celebrate the July 4th holiday? Dan and I are not doing anything, like, specifically for July 4th, but we're going to be in Ohio with his family, which will be nice. But yeah, I don't know if we're doing, like, fireworks or cooking out or something. Yay, Magic is Might statue. I'm pretty sure that's what I need. All right, guys, if you give me a minute, here, I'll go ahead and start the countdown. But I gotta go grab an ice pack for my arm and a towel. Ooh, looks like we have a good group, and it's all our people. Awesome. This is my giant Lily Pulitzer flamingo pillow. Dan got me for this for my birthday several years ago when I was having some, like, really bad Crohn's issues, and he felt really badly for me. So he got me a Lily Pulitzer flamingo pillow. Melissa says, no plans yet, probably just a cookout somewhere. Yeah, I think that's probably what we'll end up doing. Like, we'll either cook out at Dan's parents' house or at his brother's house. Oof. All right, now I have to adjust my body so that I can still play while elevating my arm and icing it. There we go. All right. Hopefully, I'll adjust my microphone slightly. Hopefully you guys can hear me, and hopefully I also don't accidentally knock over my microphone. Maybe for Christmas I'll get one of those, like, fancy headsets that has a microphone, and then I no longer have to keep hitting it, because that's one of my problems, is having it close enough. Close enough so you can hear me okay, is that then I tend to accidentally hit it with my arm.